Action! Established!
What do you say, Ben? Hey, yeah, Ben's wet. You know why Ben's wet? Because it's raining outside. That's why I'm inside. And as I look outside, I don't think it's raining anymore. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear anything from you. Welcome. This is Friday, 23rd of September, 2016. From my living room, den, TV room, the half of the house that isn't the kitchen, downstairs. Anyway, I'm Chris Collier, and welcome to Friday Beer Video. And, bear with me, we get this show on the road, get a beer going. Hey, get some beer going, Ben? Yeah. So, I gotta put my glasses on, because I wear two different types of contacts, and some contacts I can read with, and some contacts I can't, so, there you go. Okay, so this is Knotty Bouy Pils from the Spindrift Brewing Company. Knotty Bouy Spindrift Brewing Company. It's a lager beer, and they're calling it Knotty Bouy Pils. Here we go again with, is it a Pilsner or a lager? I mean, I hate to be persnickety about it, but they're saying it's a Pils and they're saying it's a lager. And as far as I know, those are two different things. I don't know exactly how different. It says our Bavarian style Pils is a brilliant golden colored lager showcasing premium German ingredients, soft aromatics of German Hersbrucker and Saaz hops. I've heard of Saaz before, not Hersbrucker. Leads to a malt flavor of light grains and a dry finish. Well balanced and refreshing crisp, this is truly a lager for all occasions. Kelly Robertson, the brewmaster. And this is from Dartmough, Nova Scotia. Spindrift Brewing. Ingredients: water, malt, hops, and yeast. Well, you can't get much more than that. So a Knotty Bouy Pils, a Pilsner, is a lager now. Maybe it's always been a lager. I never claimed to know much about the types of beer. I just knew I liked beer, so. When I lived in Germany, most German bars had two different types of beer. They had kind of like an export and a Pilsner. Well, they had a Pilsner and different kinds of beers. But the Pilsner was, the big thing about Pilsner was it took 7 minutes to pour because it foams up so much. And it was all on tap. So this much beer go in and this much foam. And then you had to wait to settle down. And then you put some more in, you put some more in. And more. So a Pilsner took 7 minutes. The perfect 7 minutes Pils. I think I've told you this before. Anyway, so that's what I know about Pilsner. It's a better quality beer in Germany anyway. And if you're going to talk about beer, you might as well talk about the Germans, because they invented it, I think. Anyway, so Pils was longer to make and more expensive, I think. In big cities, you get more Pils than you would export, because big city people think they're more higher class than people that just drink beer to drink beer. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, it's very mild smelling. I mean, it's got the average beer color. It's got a little bit of head. I guess if it was just 2 Pils, it'd have more. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Not much to it, really. And yes, that's the magical butter machine in the background going on. And if you don't know what a magical butter machine is, don't bother asking, because I won't tell you. So, I'm watching on the CNN, it's a video of that guy they shot the other day in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a video taken by the wife of the poor guy that was shot. She keeps saying, don't do it, don't do it. But anyway, doesn't really clear up much. Hopefully they get that stuff sorted out. I mean, I'd like to think that a lot of people get shot by the police in the United States. And Canada too, but I'd like to think that people aren't shooting black people just because they're black, African American, or anything like that. That's what I'd like to think. Well, poor guy, wife saying he had a TBI too, traumatic brain injury, and he had just taken his medication, so that further intrigues the story. Anyway, it's too bad it's going on. I got my Michelin hat on. Michelin, in partnership with the Nova Scotia Special Olympics. Michelin, yellow hat. I got this at Value Village, I think. I was getting something together to make an outfit for something ridiculous, and I bought this hat. Special Olympics. Paralympics, Special. They're not the same thing. Who you, wait a sec. I think you're allowed to make fun of one, but not the other. I'm not too sure which. I better shut up, is what I better do. And make no fun of Special or Paralympics. There's not much to make fun of. If you know Bobcat Goldthwait, you probably, you might have seen his joke there about in the plane, and the plane was going down. And then in the background, the pilot came on and said, when we land, there's going to be a fire truck at the end of the runway. And Bobcat had already said that he was flying with the Special Olympics team. And in the background, everybody was all nervous, except for one guy. He was really excited. Fire truck! Oh! I'll probably cut that out because I don't want to be offensive. If you find me offensive, I suggest you stop finding me. There's a meme that was up on the internet the other day. Anyway, what else is going on? To tell you the truth, I know down Mississippi or Louisiana, I'm not too sure where, they're going to have the second Bushcrafter Rendezvous. The VU, as Manland would say it. So I'm going to get together, I think it's October 16th, 17th, 18th. So hopefully I have enough time. I'm going to get together some stuff, and I'm going to send it down there, and it'll be my way that I can't go to that rendezvous, but I'll be able to support it a little bit. And I'm going to send some bushcrafty stuff. I'm going to send some... Here. So I'm going to send some bushcrafty stuff. Some Stanley stuff. I might send some booze. Some other bushcraft stuff. Not this knife is staying. Maybe a can of sardines for Manlang. Or maybe some more because he likes it. Definitely some hot sauce. This is ghost pepper jelly and candied jalapenos. Habanero moonshine grilling sauce. Jalapeno apple grilling sauce. Some of that ghost pepper brittle I've been telling you about. And Manland, do not give those to those dear kids of yours. Or your neighbor kids. Barbecue sauce, hot sauce. A way to make coffee in an insulated thing. And of course, the sampler pack. And this is a new sampler pack. Not like the one I sent out. These are glass bottles. And they got a little... And now instead of 12, there's only 10 of them. But they were cheaper. And they're glass bottles. So anyway, I'm going to send down some stuff to that. And to support them. Alright. It's kind of an unfortunate feeling when you kind of look at the viewfinder and say, where the hell has that been pointing for the last 30 seconds? Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to send down some stuff for that, just to support it, and it's a great idea. And Nova Scotia had one this summer, which I was going to go to, but I couldn't. Maybe next year. And maybe one of these years, excuse me, I'll make it down to the rendezvous. That's down in Louisiana or Mississippi? Louisiana? Mississippi? Somewhere down there, anyway. October 16th, 17th, 18th? 15th, 16th. So hopefully I can get this in the mail Monday. It'll get down to you, Mark, and then you can take it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can give it away as prizes, or you can just give it away, or you can just keep it yourself. I don't care, really. Anyway, there's supposed to be just my little way of supporting this little event, because I think these little events where people to get together is very important, whether it's bushcrafters or, in my particular case, we get together as army guys. We try to do every summer anyway, at least, and I think everybody should get together at the end and with like-minded folks and have a good time. With or without beer. My beer is finished, and I better finish up here. I don't think I forgot. Oh, Jesus, yes. So, on Wednesday, I opened up this package from my buddy James from Wyoming. And when I opened it up, nothing came out. But as you see now, something came out. You know why? I went back yesterday to the post office with this envelope and this box. And I told Mary, this is Mary, I picked this up on Monday and I opened it up Wednesday and there was nothing in it. And she looked at me and she says, I got it. I said, right on. I guess it had fallen out in kind of a container of my mail lady and like fallen out of the envelope, and then she looked, and even I couldn't really see the hole in this one. So she didn't know where it went. So anyway, I went in yesterday and I said, blah, blah, blah. And she said she pulled it out. And it's a Leatherman Wingman. Thank you very much, James. I really appreciate it. Even if I didn't find it, I'd really appreciate the fact that you'd sent me one of these. And you know why I like it? It's got a belt clip. And I'm really a big fan of belt clips. And spring-loaded, and it's got the right amount of tools, and the knife blade locks. There's a liner lock on it. There's scissors. There's the scissors. Scissors don't have a spring on them though, but that's all right. The only thing it doesn't have is a saw blade, but that's all right. Now, I'm gonna see. I carry this, which is a SOG or SOG. This is the one the Army gave me, and luckily I kept this, and I didn't have to turn it in. I had to, but I kept it anyway. So this is what I carry all the time, and I like it. I like it a lot, really. But you know what I'm going to, James, you know what I'm going to do with this one? Is when I wear shorts, which I don't wear shorts a lot, but when I wear shorts, I don't like to wear, like, the multi-tool and the gear here and stuff like that. But this would fit good in my pocket. Just like that, when I wear shorts. Because when I wear slacks, I wear a lot of knives. So maybe I'll put this in my other pocket. Anyway, James, I really appreciate it. And you said it's the one you have. And it does. I've never handled one before. One of these Wingman or Knife Man or Wingman, I think. And I do like it. I think it's a great piece of kit. Lots of time to play with it. Anyway, so come here, Ben. Ben, come here. Want to say goodbye? Come on. Come on up here. Come on. Ben, come on. Ben, get up here. Ah, there we go. And we say goodbye, eh? We say goodbye? Say goodbye to the guys at home. Guys and girls. The people at home. The folks. It's Chris. Out. Peace. Thumbs up. I'm making some herb butter for my neighbor. That's what the butter machine's doing. What's wrong? What's that?
Connection aborted!